Hey everyone, Insert Custom Open here of MikeEMC and welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going to be talking about the Droideka blunder and EA and DICE's failures regarding it. I had another video idea in mind for today, but I just got back from vacation yesterday and it wasn't going to be ready in time. But with that aside, let's get into it. As all of you know, EA released a screenshot of 2 Clone Trooper skins that are coming out this week, pictured on Kashyyyk. But once you take a closer look, you can clearly see a Droideka on the battlefield. When confronted with this, Ben Walk tweeted at Battlefront updates, "Heads up, it's not a Droideka, thanks for checking in." But 3 hours later, he tweets again at Battlefront updates, "Second thoughts, what do you think it is?" Back in February, Dennis Brandval strongly hinted at Droidekas eventually being in the game. But now we know 6 months later that they have no plans for them to be in the game at all. But even worse, they have no models, no animation, or anything for them. And that tells us quite a bit. That means Dennis hinted very early on when the idea was brought up, hence the lack of anything for them, and that plans changed, or Dennis wasn't being fully truthful. Nobody knows who or what to believe anymore with this game because of the back and forth, the overhype, and the false advertising. But Ben said that the word Droideka would not be on the roadmap. Ben also made a Reddit post regarding the whole Droideka situation. I'll drop all the links in the video description, but he says that they believed it could have been a crashed speeder or environmental clutter. And that quote has since sparked a bunch of memes, and I have to admit that they are pretty funny. But basically, it was a Droideka, but it was an unused asset that they had in a version of the game that is not out. Now, I'm going to give my raw opinions here. Believe me, I don't like being negative, but it's about time. It is embarrassing that EA and DICE are releasing Clone Wars content at the end of August, an era people wanted from the beginning, last November. What's even worse is that we're getting more of it even later, in winter. It absolutely blows my mind how little content we have gotten in this game. Yes, you can say we got Crate, Bespin, and Kessel, but what about Galactic Assault, the largest and main game mode? No new maps from mid-December with Crate, and all we've gotten since then are bug fixes and balancing. Now this is all good and well as we need bug fixes and balancing, but it's embarrassing that that's all we've gotten in the mode. What happened to hotfixes that were actually hotfixes? What happened to bi-weekly updates? What happened to this being a live service game? I know creating, maintaining, and fixing a game isn't easy, but then don't advertise things you can't follow through on. If you cannot push hotfixes, then don't advertise hotfixes. If you cannot complete bi-weekly updates, then don't advertise that you can do them. If you cannot push out new star cards and weapons, then don't advertise it. Now, I get that the progression system update took some time and labor, I get that. But what happened from November to March? The Last Jedi DLC had to have been finished by the time the game was released in November, so what were they doing for those months? I mean, it's embarrassing the lack of content from mid-December to late May. We got some cheesy game modes that ranged from annoying to mildly entertaining, and the progression system update. We had bugs that lasted for literally months, some almost caused me to stop playing the game, and then bad communication on top of that. I hate to be negative and make this video, but it's absurd the kind of treatment that this community is getting. They get our hopes up, and then they let us down time and time again. They give no content, advertise things they can't deliver on, and then get defensive when the whole community is rightly upset. Now that my rant is over, let's get some quick news in this little video here. Someone on Twitter asked Ben about moving campaign maps into multiplayer, and he said that they were designed for single player and may not work well due to the lack of flanking routes. Personally, I would be fine with most, if not all, of the campaign maps as is. I mean, can you imagine Pilio as a large-scale game mode, or Pilio on Blast? It would look absolutely amazing. But it's not happening, so I guess whatever. But in the coming update, we will have a kind of prequel playlist. Ben on Twitter said that it's not a playlist, but it will be around for a while. He also said that they are working on hero health regeneration cards, which is much needed in Galactic Assault. Han Solo is one hero that definitely sticks out in my mind as being really difficult to use, because you have to defend your health more than your team or the objective. But on that note, that's the end of this video. If you liked it, please leave a like and subscribe. If you didn't like it, feel free to dislike it. I can handle it, it's fine, I'm an adult. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.